It's been a week. Forgive me, oh great ones. I forgot who mentioned it. He's like, oh, your voice sounds very, very different. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I ended up being just a tad bit under the weather, so that happened. I'm trying not to be blinded by the lights. Anyways, yeah, I ended up being slightly under the weather, and in the end, I just decided if anyone follows Twitter or YouTube, was just like, oh, you know what? Instead of like hackling my lungs out and things and being meh, that I'll just take the week off and then come back. So here we are, a week later. I did try to be just a tad bit productive while I was gone. So hopefully y'all notice the difference. Hopefully it looks decent. It looks nice. Let me turn the sound on while I am here because it's just a nice itty bitty ambiance of nothing. There we go. We're going to be doing the main story for the most part. An assumption that I do not manage to be under the weather, we should be smooth sailing from here on for a good minute. And yeah, I'll go from there. Hopefully I didn't miss out on anything too great. Interesting. Yeah, hopefully I didn't. Hello, Vash. How you do? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, hopefully I'm not too much under the weather. We'll just go ahead and do like the main story for the most part. And then I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss out on anything. I have a feeling I missed out a good handful of stuff. Do let me know if the sound is just a little bit uneven or so have you. I have not adjusted anything from when I was gone. Hey, you lost your Weibo account? How'd that happen? Is it because of the updates or? I know sometimes it'll lock you out if it doesn't update correctly. Oh, this is still active? How long is this until? We have, okay. We got a little bit of time. See here. Okay, have none. So I'm gonna try to kinda keep active so I can get the reass ring. Add it for release. Okay. But I stopped playing. Oh, okay. I feel like that should have been fine. Maybe? Possibly? Then when I used the same email, it logged me into a different Oh? Oh? How to do that? That sounds like something on Kuro's part. Unless do you think it may have signed you in on like a different server? Let's see here. Where we left off on this one? I think it is. I'm not too sure how it does with like new accounts and things, but it could be a possibility that it logged you in on a different server and probably refreshed everything. You might still have your specifics on a different server, hopefully. Oh wait, did I complete this one? No, don't think so. Nope, it was an A, so I should have kept everything. Whoa. Wow. That's so weird that you just stop for just like a quick second and it just dips and ditches everything. That's so weird. Huh. I wonder if there's a possibility for them to recover. 8 hours on Krita? And then what were you doing on there for that long? I was animating. I forgot that Discord decides to just ah. But yeah, I was just, doing a quick doodle. Cough cough. Being productive. I probably should have been sleeping at that time, huh? Didn't you see those monsters just now? If you stay here, they'll kill you before Babylonia does. Back on Azar. I go. Good luck, Vash. Have a good night. Good night. I hope they'll be able to recover your account, if anything. Or maybe you get all your pulls back. Or the characters that you had previously. Fingers crossed. Ahihi. But yeah, you can never fight the doodles. If that is what fate has in store for us, then so be it. Our bodies will turn to dust, and our souls will return to the earth. To hell with fate. There's no reasoning with you. This will be all for nothing. The sudden emergence of hetero creatures causes tension to rise between both sides. The collaboration team and the refugees have reached an impasse over meaningless prattle. A sudden cry puts a stop to the altercation. Ray! Ray! Has anyone seen Ray? Where is he? Where's my grandson? Non-existent at this point. I have a feeling he ran away. After her companions shake their heads, she shifts her gaze to the calibration team. Screenshot each time that time reaches an absurd high. Look, they did. Have mercy on me! Have mercy! Just know if you've seen it, no, they didn't. Mandela effect, you know? But hey, I finished the animation. Anyway, don't mind me. Just casually writing time. A look up alarm gives way to one of panic. Have you seen my grandson? She glances at each of the constructs one by one. Finally, her eyes fixate on Lucia and Liv. They are innocent. She runs over to Lucia and firmly grips her shoulder as if she is her only lifeline. Have either of you seen Ray? Have you seen your bed? I mean, it's behind me, but I just have yet to high-five it. You know, I will meet it one of these days. Yeah. Where is he? You saw him, didn't you? Do so. Go to bed. Never. You shall never sleep easily. And then I'll regret it in the morning. See, I am the queen of not sleeping. I wear the crown. My grandson. He was right next to me. Please, remain calm. It was Ray. That boy from before. She nods her head anxiously. Did you get scared in all the chaos and hide somewhere? Did he get somewhere? I'll look at you. Did he hide somewhere? Probably. He probably went out to go find some food. He was complaining once upon a time, I think. I didn't see him. Neither did I. If you're looking for the kid, I'm pretty sure he ran to the west when all the fighting broke out. The west? Well, that's... Of course the sleepyhead will see everything, right? She collapses to her knees as if drained of all her strength. No! Don't take my Ray from me! Lucy and Liv look over. Hey, I mean, he's just a child. He couldn't have gone far. I'm sure we can still catch up to him. Well, then let's... Oh my gosh, I forgot we have this dude. I still despise him. Do I remember? Not really, but I still despise him. Gray Ravens. There's no time to waste on such trivial matters. If you got that much free time on your hands, it would be better spent guarding against attacks from hetero creatures. But the child? Chief Commander, Team 03 just sent a comlink. They have deployed the bit domain node. Good. What about the other teams? Team 2 and Team 5 were also attacked by hetero creatures, and the bit domain with nodes were destroyed. No news from Team 4. Team 7 and Team 8 are still exploring the Red Tide periphery? Periphery? That's crazy. It's uncertain whether they can deploy their nodes. What is the casualty report? I was expecting it to be like 50 or like 90, but hey, 30%. Hey. Hear that, Grey Ravens? You're here playing hide and seek while countless others are fighting up ahead. Okay, just a reminder, he did tell us to stand by, so he was just sitting here following his orders. Our troops are getting wounded and giving up their lives for this cause. I've given you a compromise, but it seems that you are still unable to complete your mission. Do you know whose time you're wasting in this place? Your own. You're wasting the time and lives of your comrades. We have no energy to waste on such trivial matters. If you can't persuade them to leave, use force. We just casually snatch up your child talking about freedom! If you don't want to use force, then let them stay here and await their death. Our mission is far greater than their lives. Have you forgotten what the CTO said? Once the red tide spreads to the coastline, not only will the people here die, the entire earth will fall. While you squander your senseless kindness with the trivial matters, have you thought about the fate of humanity for even a minute? You've abandoned the interest of the greater good for your own personal interests. Mind you that we could be doing something productive like snatching up a child that ran away. It probably would have took us 5 minutes while we're hearing the Declaration of Independence from this dude and doing nothing but standing. I think you should go back to the FOS college and read the military code until you can recite it verbatim. You disappoint me. I thought your reputation would precede itself as the chief of FOS, but I guess rotten wood can't be carved after all. Find a corner and stay out of my sight. I don't want to see you until Babylonia issues the evacuation order. Of course, if you choose to stay here and await death, I'm not within my power to say otherwise. That's exactly what someone fortunate enough to board Eden would say. This is why they wanted to stay in the first place. If it was anybody else that was like, come, be free, they'd probably be like, you know what? Alright, come on, children. Let's go ahead and join the Edens. No. Got this guy. For the greater good. How righteous. That never gets old. How morally sound. I am truly amazed. Eternus has gone on his own carpatchets while preaching about the greater good. Should you trample on our last wishes under the banner of righteousness now? Hans remains quiet and closes his eyes. Quan Chi looks at him and then glances over. He turns his back and folds his hands behind him. His eyes were empty as he looks out into the far west. You know, I have to say, I commend that Quan Chi is so reliable that they literally sent him out by himself. Like, nobody else, just Quan Chi. Is Chrome around? No. I forgot who else is on the team? Kamui and Kamu? No. Like, no one is there, just Quan Chi. Got Quan Chi's folded hands. I don't know what we should do. I can't understand why they don't want to leave this place. There must be something precious here that they don't want to give up. But I also understand why Chief Commander Hans has made this decision. He's considering the fate of humanity. Individuals versus the greater good. Why are we still forced to make binary choices between one or the other? The tension in the air is stifling. I mean, like, we could just leave them be. Refusing the company of your 3 comrades, you walk outside the camp alone. The frigid wind dries your lips and face. With the current developments, this seems to be the only way to clear the whirlwind of thoughts clouding your mind. You plan on coming here to think alone. However, you see a familiar figure in the corner. Is it Lucia? Oh. Okay, we'll take it. While she folds his arms and leans against the cabin door, he glances over with his peripheral vision and yawns. Oh, it's you. Where's your team? I came here alone. He's just yawning. What's with the face? You don't think I was waiting for you here, do you? That signal. You did. That's a secret code used in FOS. Ooh, hold on. You called me here? That's what the captain taught me in Kamui in his spare time. Did all FOS commandants know it? I was just bored and it came to mind. I never thought I'd ever actually use it. Only then did I clearly realize that you are really from FOS college, like my captain. What should you thank me for? What? My dude. After all, you don't look the type. So what is it? With the recent turn of events, the Science Council has been able to fully analyze the Red Tide. But you've heard it too, haven't you? That song? The Well song? Bingo. I was the first scout to find the Red Tide tributaries and break the news to Babylonia. I thought Babylonia would have a more methodical strategy, but in the end, it just reliant on brute force. Time is all the effort. Wait, why don't they just drop it? Oh, I think I made that idea once upon a time. Just drop a nuke on the whole Red Tide and just obliterate it. I don't know if the splishes and the splashes will cause it to, like, spread. But technically speaking, if you just nuke the entire thing to oblivion is like an entire crater. I mean, technically, what else are you gonna do, right? The entire thing will be gone. Sure, you have to fill it up with, like, dirt and stuff, but, like, it'll fix the problem. Anyway, of course, let's save it for another time. I'm curious about something, though. Grey Raven infiltrated the Ascendants underground base and had a direct confrontation with them, correct? We're still getting interrogated. Yeah, I suspected as much. So has your team heard this sound before? Ooh, I don't remember. I feel like no. In other words, this is a special case, or a new development. Well, as a scout, our worst nightmare is a lack of intel on the battlefield. Even a minor omission can be disastrous. I understand the urgency, but implementing a strategy without knowing the whole picture, I can guarantee that the Longness arsenal will be enough to stop the Red Tide. You mean? I mean, a widespread attack is the best course of action based on existing intel, but that doesn't mean it's the solution to our problem. Wanshi becomes quiet all of a sudden. Instead, he casts a sideways glance at the corner. The woman from before takes a few steps out of the corner, then kneels on the ground. Oh, so she was just eavesdropping like, let me hear the fibble diggles of these people. What are they talking about? Like, hopefully it wasn't confidential, because you will be in solitary confinement if so. I beg of you, please forgive my recklessness. As long as you are willing to listen to my request, I don't care what you take from me. No. But okay. I know you aren't interested in what we have, so please, I beg you for one more act of kindness. Help her up. Thank you. I know asking this may seem foolish, but comfort her. It's okay, baby girl. I'm sorry. Let me stop. Please, help me bring back Ray. You've seen the boy. He's too small. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't understand. I hope they're not gonna pull a Mormons that'd be like, oh my gosh, we're here to save the child. The child is almost saved, and then they just kind of crush him under a rock or something like. But I can't expect anything different, you know? Expectations are through the floor. It's my fault for telling him that his father went to the nearby city to look for food. That's why he ran off to such a dangerous place. Every time he's frightened, he always wants his father to protect him. I shouldn't keep hiding this from him. You mean his father? Yes, he's my son. Where's your son now? Several days ago, he said he was going to the ruins to help us look for cans, and then he never came back. When I tried to look for him, I heard his voice. It was not his. Coming from that red liquid. Okay, so he's dead. Cool. I knew what that meant. We've lost a lot of people that way, either from falling in or getting splashed and corrupted by it, stopping breathing after a few days. At first, many people were drawn to it. Later, everyone understood that even if the voice of a loved one came from it, they should never get close to it. Don't listen to the siren's call. For the child, Ray, he doesn't know. I don't have the heart to tell him that his father is already dead. Covering her face, you only hear her muffled cries of grief. After crying a short while, she gradually regains composure. I know our decision must seem ridiculous to us, but please help fulfill my last wish. Or at least let me be with Ray until the very end. I don't want to die alone here. I mean, fair, I guess. I have nothing left. Nothing. Don't take Ray away from me too. Mind you, he ran away himself, but I guess, sure. Her tears turned to weeping in agony. I get it. Get what? This is why you brought me here, isn't it? Why don't you, like, just understand, you got caught in between crossfire. I did nothing. I didn't say anything. You don't have to. I'm just a scout acting alone. Chief Commander Hans is my commanding officer. I'm free to act as I please until my captain issues the second phase of my orders. Ooh, let me be Wanshi. You know what this means, don't you? Yes. Your decisiveness is quite endearing. No wonder my captain thinks so fondly of you. But understanding one thing, no one can guarantee what we are doing is right, or that everything will end happily ever after. I have a feeling everything is going to have some type of brutal outcome. No one will know how you put everything on the line. No one will thank you. You may even be court-martialized. Knowing this, do you still want to continue? Do we have a choice? I don't think we have a choice. Yup. Hey, you're hiding back there. Did you catch that? The commandant gave the okay. Lee pretends like he doesn't care, but he's always the first one, all the time, on the battlefield talking about, "Where's Commandant? What happened?" Lee emerges from behind the tent. He stands there staring at you. "Commandant, you mustn't. Unauthorized actions are equivalent to fleeing at the battlefield. You will be labeled as defector for going rogue, and in a normal army, you could be executed on the spot, not to mention putting yourself in danger. We don't have much time left. Once the last notice deployed, Babylonia won't wait to begin evacuation." Lee, believe me, if you don't hold on to this, you'd never be able to forgive yourself. Put it that way, can't save everyone, but at least save those you can touch. Can't you just take it easy for a day? No. Easy, what is that? I've always trusted your judgment. You are a commandant. If you insist, then take us with you. Who is us? No. You mean this time is different? You always surprise me, Commandant. You're right, and the Grey Ravens just got up and left. We'd all be labeled defectors, but now it's not the time to do things by the book, right? The Grey Ravens aren't afraid of being court-martialized. If there are any criminal charges, we'll face the repercussions together. Just let me do my other thing, gotta pull a little Spider-Verse. I need you all to stay here. Lee, you know what I mean. This isn't for your own good. This is for the good of everyone. He's not buying that. You want us to help maintain our forces and be ready to respond to any potential threat, correct? Understood. I'll inform Lucy and Liv. Return in one piece. We won't leave without you. The Grey Ravens will always be as one. Lee walks up to you and pats your shoulder heavily. POV, I just fall. He hits his shoulder so hard it just hit the ground. Take this with you. Lee hands you a long black hexagonal needle and a comms device. Press the top to activate the node. I disassembled it and made some minor modifications. So he could have just put the node back together, but instead we decided to go ahead and tell Mr. I So High and Mighty that it's broken. Okay. You just need to activate it. Take it with you. The comms device has been repaired, but the reception is unstable here. If it exceeds 30 kilometers, you won't be able to maintain a stable connection. Obviously, I hope you don't end up going that far. Lee, don't look at me like that's exactly what you plan on doing. Remember, we won't evacuate until you come back. And you. Huh? What's up? Our Commandant. Machi cuts off Lee mid-sentence. Yeah, I got it. Lee nods. You better not let them into any danger. Let me figure that's what Lee is gonna say. Don't let anything happen to our Commandant. Caught it. Hey, I'm smart. I can think of what Lee is gonna say before he says it. That was oddly short. It's probably because I played Kamali's event story and I was like, golly, this is mad long, and now since it's shorter for the start, it's just like, that was fast. The outline of the refugee camp gradually fades into the distance and the temperature begins to drop rapidly. Unlike the wilderness, a few refugees scattered throughout the camp were enough to dispel the cold from their breath alone. But now the cold wind holds you in its frigid embrace. The heat from your breath condenses into a white fog. The thought of potentially freezing to death spurs you on as you follow the scout's white figure onward. Are you telling me we don't have a coat? Bruh. Wan Chi's familiarity with the surrounding terrain allows him to adeptly find the most efficient route for conserving strength while also avoiding the red tide. That being said, the trek is still no easy feat for a human. Why didn't you put on your thermal? Okay, so we did have one, we're just being dumb. Why didn't you put on your thermal suit? It's too heavy and hinders movement. Why are you willing to throw your life away for someone you just met? You really are something else. Let's stop for some water, and remember the terrain up ahead. As long as he didn't jump into the red tide, we should be right on him. I'm good. No, you're not. Based on how little you've drunk since we left, you need to hydrate. Okay, sheesh, I forgot. Wan Chi is a doctor. He's a medic. He can stare at you and be like, you got a ruptured spleen, a broken rib, Two pinky toes. It's just like, okay, calm down now. We may be in a hurry, but if you pass out, then this will be a lost cause. You stop next to a rock formation and rest. Your intermittent daydreaming hasn't been acting up recently, has it? How could you tell? I used to be in the medical corps. Woo! I still got an eye for that sort of stuff. It happens frequently and without warning. The symptoms don't correspond with any disease I recall. What's wrong? Forget I asked. Not like I'm trying to prod you for anything. Anyway, I already know about your condition. I won't let it happen if everything is on the line again. Why did you bring me out here? To save the child? What kind of question is that? Just say all of that to me on purpose. Not just me. It's for Lee as well. Clever. I'm starting to see why my captain thinks of Grey Raven so highly. Wan Chi's dull expression suddenly turns sharp. His voice no longer carries the same apathetic tone. Woe is me. Correct. I could have easily found this child by myself. Constructs me faster without having to drag a human along. Okay, we're just catching random strays. My bad for being human. But you did anyway. Because I was curious. Curious about what caused the red tide and the evolution of the punishing virus. Oh, he thought we had the answers? Oh, sorry, I'm useless. Even though you've been being quiet, you can't help but think of that colossal nightmare. The head of a creature known as polyphags, the same creatures that nearly spelled doom for Grey Raven. This is a monster bred by the Ascendants. The polyphag is similar to the real heterogytes we have encountered before. After a preliminary analysis, we've determined that it's also driven by heterocore fragments. However, the situation is fundamentally different from that on Adelics. Okay, yeah, I said it right. Even though both are driven by heterocore fragments, the polyphag is far more complex than the real heterozyte. I don't know. That's the only thing I'm probably going to continue to butcher. It's not a heterozygote, but rather a new type of punishing creature that simulates organisms on Earth through evolution. In other words, it's a hetero creature. Although there is no conclusive evidence, we reasonably suspect that the heterocore fragments within it not only serves as a power source for its own existence, but also triggers the red tide. Otherwise, the timing of the two would be too coincidental. It's about the battle with the Ascendants. Information on the polyphag has been released, but the fact that they contain heterocore fragments is still top secret. Boo, I hope that you can keep the events of what happened underground that day confidential. Ooh, I did kind of snitch a little bit to Wan Chi. Cough, cough. Of course, be sure to pass on this message to your team word for word. Okay. Everyone has been silent about what happened that day. But we're scouts. It's not hard for us to piece together the clues. Not long after we received reports of the victory on the front lines, the surging red tide suddenly went inert. I beg your pardon? I beg your finest pardon, I might say. You guessed it. Even with the recent surging of the red tide, it's become far less turbulent than what it once was. Even at high tide, the punching concentration is far lower than what it once was. In other words, the red tide has weakened. What did you do to cause this? I don't know. High-fived it? Your vision fills with the image of the polyphag completely disintegrating among the radiant glow. Oh yeah, we did do that, didn't we? We didn't do anything. Like you aren't trying to hide something. No matter, your answer won't have any bearing on my conclusion anyway. Even if Babylonia isn't willing to disclose any information, there's one similarity with the current situation. Based on their pure concentration of the punishing virus, these things are essentially the same as the heterocore encountered in the space station. It is the fragment that hit Aslam, the only heterocore fragment that fell from the space station. Alright, never mind. I can tell by the look on your face. The once inert red tide has begun to surge once more into tributary. We can't use conventional rules and logic to infer something like the red tide. That being said, we can't completely ignore the underlying meaning, can we? Wan Chi turns his head and looks to the west. The intricate web of tributaries stretches out to the horizon. Looking across these tributaries, what do you think we would see at the end of it? At the time, Babylonia concentrated all its energy on the prism and hit the Ghetto core with pinpoint precision. Even then, they failed to completely destroy it. What makes them so confident that a widespread attack on the surface will finally put an end to this? A wider blast means that the damage output to any single target is drastically reduced. But what if, and I mean what if, the red tide has a source? I like Wan Chi's thinking, because he's like, we should go for the source and not of what we can actually see. Like, it makes sense. Destroying the source of the red tide wouldn't cause it to disappear, but it wouldn't be able to surge relentlessly. Then we would just have to figure out an effective method to combat the red tide. We'll eliminate it sooner or later. It's only a matter of time. That's why I need you. Only commandants have the authority to deploy that bit domain, right? Oh, your team member Lee senses that too. Okay, hold on. They're out here just kind of like telepathically talking to each other. You're far more daring than what I imagined. He's a scout. That's because my captain told me about something that is written in your student manuals. Alice a valedictorian of FOS College. I'm sure you know it. I do not? Okay, go ahead. Exceptions prove the rule. And destroy the battle plan. Ivar. Ivar. Sakrum has heard the saying too. He is indeed a top student. That's why he is required to know everything. But if Kamui didn't pester him, he wouldn't have made this an interesting story. After all, I'm a sniper. The sniper's motto is reach out and touch someone. I don't know about that. I can guarantee you I would be behind some metal bars if I decided to follow that motto. But I mean, hey, slay. Go out and touch someone. Go ahead. I thought you were more indifferent to these things. You're right. I don't care about what you're tangled up in. Whether that be with them or with Chief Commander Hans, those poor people are just caught up in the universal values of the past. Why get involved? Because I can. No reason, really. I know a man who was kind to me, but I couldn't repay him until now. Who? Either it's the son's father or it's the grandpa. Washi's face turned blank as if gazing at an old friend across time and space rather than at the present situation. Just an outsider from the Golden Age. That being said, he's far more interesting than someone who drowned in the glory of the Golden Age. Wanshi closes his eyes. Upon opening his eyes, all of his emotions have been swept away. Enough about this. There is a solution to everything, even if it might not be common practice. I just want to use my method to see if I can solve this crisis. Okay, slay, I guess. I just want all of this to end quickly so I can get some proper shut-eye without having to worry about anything. What about you? Why do you want to get involved? Because I'm a commandant. I just think that we should never give up hope. Okay, with the power of friendship, I guess. Is that so? I see. Well, enough about this. Our top priority now is to find the kid. Now, mind you, we probably could have just snatched him up when he was like, I don't know, in one of the random cabins. Now he's probably across the on a boat talking about, hold on, Papa, I'm coming. Like, okay, I guess. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like the kid is going to be in a detrimental situation, just surrounded by enemies or something. But that's just me. I may be completely wrong. The kid should be nearby. Okay. Click. Okay, well, I guess the spacebar will have to do. Time to wake up and observe the environment. Oh, I think it's time for us to. Oh, where tide will rise when the sound starts. Then go in. Okay, sure. I really hate the fact that it mattered that you can use the mouse and then you can't use the mouse. Those traces ahead should be footprints. Still fairly new. Must be from the kid. Is he barefooted or something? Whee! Are these bunny rabbits? Nope. Those are definitely not bunny rabbits. They look like they can explode on impact, but okay. Watch out, how there are creatures nearby. Okay, thanks for that. Ah! Okay, well, they really poliolies. I did not sign up for this, just to let you know. Yoink.
Time for you.
I really need to use Wanshi a little bit more. Ouch.
One shot, one kill.
Sheesh. Okay. I know there's one behind me. I kind of like. Ouch.
I plan to lie down first this time.
Okay, well that was okay. Get over there and wait for the tide. Okay, the tide to fall. So what? Go? Oh, okay, nope. Where you want me to go? Oh, okay. Now is not the time to be tired, my dudes. Okay. Rejelly, Scon, continue with the operation. Okay. Trying to get down from here. I see now how a random human could casually the wind and tide hasn't erased the footprint. Okay, yeah. I can see now how a human could like inadvertently just get caught in the crossfire. It's like you just hear, yeah, you hear a random sound, and like, oh wow, okay, they're singing that "Kumbaya, me lord." Get into it, slay. And then all of a sudden, traces are gone. Let's search around. Okay, there are 3 spots we can use to hide from the tide. I do not like this. And you just get swaddled up, just randomly, just boop. The Minch Fortune. Okay, let's go. I probably should have paid attention just a tad bit more, but you know. Oh well. Are you here, son? Are you Winnington? The red tide is right ahead. It's unlikely that he jumped in. I can see his scratching marks on the ground. Why would he stand here for so long? Did he see anything? Okay, well, I guess that's not the direction. Okay. Oh. Oh, come on, you're a construct. You can jump down. That's so dumb. Okay. You have stronger ankles than me. I could barely go ahead and jump down the stairs. It's not right. The rise and fall of the red tide has no pattern. Okay, stop yawning, my dude. How did the kid manage to avoid all the dangers to get here? Oh. Run. Crap. Ah! I'm dying. It's always that rock. That random rock. Okay, so the last spot is over here. Oh, Sunny-o. I see enemies over here. Sunny-o. The spicy didn't activate. The kid must have also stopped here. Hope he didn't encounter any head over creatures or jumped into the red tide himself. How I be reacting if it happenstance I hear a sound. And I'm home alone.
One shot, one kill.
The traces are heading back to where they began. He took a different route, though. Across the region where the red tide wasn't so prevalent. As if someone was guiding him. Or whatever. Not something we can worry. I think it's something we should definitely worry about, but I mean slay, I guess. Looks like we don't need to waste our time here. The kid has already gone back. Are we sure about this? I don't think he's gone back just like normally. There's something off. Oh boy. You hear the whale song again. Wanchi's face turns grim. Want to turn back? Of course not. If it's a river, there must be a source. But before we reach the limit of our comms. Contact Lee. Phew, looks like I don't have to remind you. Lee's hologram appears on the comms. He quickly glances at you and breathes a sigh of relief. Yes, I'm still alive. Hey, have a little faith in Wanchi. Looks like you're okay. Searching for the source of the red tide. Got it. I trust your judgment. I'll tell Lucy and Liv. Make sure they do not have anyone eavesdropping. Please, I beg of thee. I do not feel like having old dudes say anything else. I'm not sure how much time I could buy you. Come back ASAP before your protective device reaches its limit. Hey, Strikehawk. What's up? Alright, Commandant. She cuts off Lee mid-sentence. Yeah, I got it. I need some of that telepathic energy right there, cause like, what? How you know what he's gonna say? Transmission over. So, let's go. Let's cross this area. Even if we don't know what awaits us there. You know, I have to say, one thing that they should go, add into, like, the robotos. I'm trying to think what they, I forgot what they're called. But anyways, is like a little radar. Just kind of like they have for the big machines down in like Kulong, I think it was. They should have had them in like Lucia Live, like all of the constructs. There we go, I remember. Just so that they can kind of like, I don't know, ratio the area, just kind of figure out, oh, what is here, what is there. Sure, I might take up a little extra data, but I mean, like, it could help. And if we don't know what awaits us there, I feel like that could help us just a tad bit. Like, you can at least tell, let's say if we're about to be ambushed, it'll just show up on someone's device, or brain cells, or something like that. I don't know. Just me. Before Ray began to understand the world around him, he had already forgotten his mother's face. From very early on, he was raised by his father and grandma. His grandma had always lived in the shadow of hatred. He says that the punishing virus has taken everything from her, which, logical, yeah. How did it exactly? Ever since he was born into this world and opened his eyes for the first time, he did not know. The world was already like this, but everyone always tells him that the world should not be like this. That machines should not attack humans, that those towering buildings used to be our homes. Mankind had spread to every corner of the earth, conquered the highest mountain, and reached the deepest trench. We were just shy of leaving this planet and spreading our footprints across the cosmos. We should not be like rats subsisting in the dark corners of the apocalyptic world. However, he had never seen that bygone era. All that remains in his hands are the vestiges of the past. Perhaps not even that. Should he be filled with hate toward whom? That's a good question. People do not blame landslides, earthquakes, tsunamis, and the cruelty of nature. Ooh, well, they kind of do. I definitely say they do, especially if, let's say you just fill your tank up with some gas and then it just gets swept all away, you know. I think they will blame the flood for that. But that's just me. When something has become a part of this world, it's no different from natural disasters. The punishing virus is no different. Ray has only seen this world, so he had naturally accepted all of its cruelty. Deep within his memory, he sees the blurry image of a woman hugging him and humming an unknown song. A lullaby. Oh, he's gonna hop straight into the red tide talking about, Mama, is that you? At least that's what the people of the Golden Age called it. The lyric had been lost to time. All that remains is the melody. It's like a gentle stream of warm and tender feelings. That's the last sound left by his mother. Only from the lullaby could they feel that last bit of warmth from their past. Oh, okay. That's... okay. Daddy! Daddy, where are you? Where are you? I'm sorry. Daddy, I'm scared. Daddy. Ray, no. Ray, don't do it. Hearing the familiar voice, the boy hurries in the direction of the tide. The sound of waves is close at hand. Okay, so it was close. I thought it was the mom, but it's going to be the father instead. As if within reach, but before the boy can get close to the river, a magnificent and loud sound makes his father's whispers. A slender female shadow looms above the red tide. He stops in his tracks. Ooga booga, it's a ghost. Hearing the words contained within the song, the boy bursts into tears. Aw. Doing something good for all females. Oh, and what's that? That thou speakest. Lee, you're back. Where's the commandant? Gone. That would make my heart drop underground. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, the commandant's gone. What do you mean gone? Where did the commandant go? To search for the source of the red tide with Strike Hawk. I can't let the commandant go alone. And with that, she prepares to leave. Let's not do that, my dear. Only to be stopped by Lee. That won't be necessary. The commandant isn't alone. The Strike Hawk is there too. Punchy? That makes me feel a little better, but if it's just the two of them... Good to see you back. Yeah. I am hopefully here to stay. Fingers crossed I don't get sick again. Because of course I got sick. Woo! Good to see you, Snow. How you doing? Lee, can you explain? The commandant wouldn't just leave without a reason. I want to know why. Didn't we just explain to her that we're looking for the evidence of the red tide? I'm so confused. Hello, there's no Nim. Hi, welcome. How you doing? Lucia, Liv, the commandant orders us to wait here. Why? Aren't the Grey Ravens a team? And with the commandant's current state, what chapter was this? I should have looked a little longer. I think it was just like chapter 13? Question mark? I think it's one of the extra chapters, if I'm correct. I'm gonna have to look at it after this one. But yeah, it should be between like 12 and 14. I think it's 13. The fact the Grey Ravens will always be a team is precisely why we are staying. Lucia, you were confused once too. I'm sure you trust the commandant's intuition. Lucia's concerns begin to subside. Because there are things that only we can do here. Because everyone else is here. The power of friendship? Exactly. If we went with the Commandant, we wouldn't be able to help if the disaster strikes. Whether that be gathering everyone together, protecting them, or buying enough time for the Commandant. Are you worried? Are you worried? Are you afraid of being court-martialized with Commandant? No, of course not. I'm just worried about the Commandant's safety. She's always worried. I feel like she would have high anxiety if she was human. I trust the Commandant's judgment. Same here. Let's use this time to do what the Commandant wants us to do. Hooray! Chief Commander Hans. I just want to just kangaroo kick him. Like, I'm tired of this dude. Like, I really wish that the entire plan goes haywire and it gets blamed on him. Because he's just so, ugh. You're a Grey Raven. Correct, I'm the Grey Raven's technical support. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Sayu. Sayu is the technical support for Monarch. I don't know if anyone watches VTubers, but I was just like, imagine Lee. Imagine Lee's name is Sayu instead. Anyway, random spiel. Anyway, support construct. If you have any issues, speak with your Commandant instead of reporting directly to me. I hope the Grey Raven Commandant taught you all proper chain of command. I know the proper chain of command, but special circumstances have left our Commandant indisposed. Indisposed? What do you mean? The Commandant has already left. Ooh. Come again? The Commandant has already left to find a child named Ray. When did the Commandant leave? Not too long ago. I disassembled the functional part of our bit domain node and gave it to the Commandant to deploy. Gosh, he can't even be satisfied with that. Like, he fixed the bit domain node so that it can be planted with all the other ones. And he just scoffs. We love this dude. If I understand you correctly, the Grey Raven Commandant is blatantly violating my orders, and you are an accessory of the Commandant's disobedience. I don't think seeking a solution to our current predicament is in violation of your orders, sir. As far as I'm concerned, you only came to tell me that you're going to be court-martialized together. Jump. No. Chief Commander, we came here hoping that you would reconsider the strike plan in favor of a precision strike that would wipe out the Red Tide and protect the refugees without the need to relocate them. If you have such a plan, I'm all ears. Not yet, but I specialize in problem solving. I wish he kind of brainstormed just a little bit. In problem solving, Chief Commander, please allow me to. Hans forcibly interrupts Lee. He's like, okay, enough with the shambles. If that's the case, then quit wasting my time. You disappoint me. I was already perfectly clear with your Commandant. Either they leave or die. There is no third option. Your only mission is to evacuate the refugees before Babylonia activates the Logness arsenal. Unfortunately, your efforts have yet to yield results. A flurry of footsteps approaches, causing Lee and Hans to turn and look. Lucian Leave brings the refugee to the field before Hans? 2 more constructs. Are you playing games with me, Grey Raven? Chief Commander, I beg you to listen to what the refugees have to say. They've already been loud and clear. They refuse to leave and want to await death. No, that's not it, sir. They are just sad, angry, helpless, and desperate. Chief Commander, please pardon my audacity, but have you ever been betrayed? Hold on, let her cook really quick. As a soldier, I'm sure you vehemently oppose betrayal. No honest man tolerates betrayal. What would you think if you and your comrades were surrounded on the battlefield and the commander ruled that sacrificing your troops were beneficial to the war effort? I would not call it a betrayal. If sacrificing myself will lead to victory, I'd gladly die on the battlefield. I call cap. Maybe someone else, but not him. Exactly. Every soldier in Babylonia is willing to sacrifice their life for a distant victory. That is how we are educated. That is why we understand that this is what we were born to do as soldiers. But what about civilians? Not everyone can or must understand the meaning of a distant victory, nor will they be willing to sacrifice their will to achieve it. Do we not stand here to protect the free will of the people? In the situation I just described, if your troops are protecting the group of people and the commander orders them to be abandoned, what would you do? Would you abandon them and allow the enemy to kill the civilians you were protecting? Or would you order your troops to fight to the death? Soldiers must protect civilians. However, if they can fight to protect them and choose not to, that is betrayal. Okay. Okay, this is giving like preschooler lessons, but I mean, I guess he needs a little bit of that. Quit trying to straw man me. The World Government Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act should only apply to civilians of the world government. In doing so, you regard them as comrades, do you not? Chief Commander, take a look. These are the people under your protection. They are parents, spouses, children, and siblings. They've done nothing wrong, but they have been met with disaster. They have only one small wish, which is to protect their home until the very end. The Commandant went to find the child out of sympathy for the child's crying grandmother. She can be saved just by reaching out with a helping hand. Enough. Give it a rest. You already wasted enough of my time as it is. This isn't the first time I've been in this situation. I've witnessed countless people during the quick evacuation beyond my saving. I feel like if you were to go ahead and save the kid, the grandmother might just leave. That's just me though. At that time, the horizon was painted red by countless who perished. The only chance of survival was up. The laws of war are complex yet simple. All factors can be quantified into the addition and subtraction and effective strength. The first party to have the effective strength reduced to 0 will be declared the loser. We can think about feelings, but war will not, and neither will the punishing virus. In our war against the virus, the only thing we can do is try our best to preserve our effective strength. Some people call us hypocrites, but only those who survive are qualified to criticize hypocrisy. You see someone crying for the children in front of you, but if you don't stop the red tide from entering the ocean, millions more will cry for their children. Are you capable of protecting each and every one of them? This is why we have different squads. He's not using his brain. He's such a commander. He doesn't know how to command. Ooh, he's getting on my nerves. Do you have the ability to save everyone every time you encounter a difficult situation? Or choice, should I say? This is the first time you have been faced with such a choice, isn't it? And this won't be the last time. I guarantee you that. We've been on the field for like 70 different times. I have a feeling we have faced this more than once. Despite being barricaded outside by the constructs guarding Hans, Liv remains persistent. This is cruelty! Chief Commander Hans, please reconsider. Not for glory or for faith. Those meaningless stats are unreasonable and avoidable. Chief Commander, we are soldiers. We stand on this land in order to protect our comrades. I am getting tongue-tied. Arf! Whether that be the people of Babylonia or the people on Earth, we are comrades. We shouldn't turn our weapons on those we should be protecting. Chief Commander, did you hear what I said? Nope. Did you say something? We received a transmission from Team 7. They have deployed their bit domain node. We have deployed our node. The Red Tide's tributary is still some distance away from us. We can't guarantee that the Red Tide won't flood the area within Babylonia's next orbital cycle. Now is the optimal time for activating the node. Do you want to authenticate and activate the bit domain node now? Chief Commander! Now, just... Before he could finish talking, a cry interrupts him. Is it the child? Is he back? Ray! Ray! Behind the dunes of yellow sand, a thin figure walks toward the camp. The woman on the verge of collapse rushes forward after seeing the boy's face. She slaps him, kneels down in the sand, and hugs him tightly. Is he put together? That's all I need to know. Is he actually there? Noticing that the boy shows signs of corruption. Nope, he is not out there. He is not put together. He's missing a few cogs in the machine. Liv rushes forward, injects the serum into the boy's arm, then quietly steps aside. Oh, wait, hold on. It works for anyone? The boy feels a stinging hot sensation on his face before he can even process what has happened. Did we save him? Sorry, Granny. I was just so scared. I wanted to find Daddy. Ray, your daddy. I found him. The woman just takes this as the boy's overactive imagination after being frightened. Really? Where did you find him? So what? Now that it is over, there's no need to correct or shatter the boy's dream. Yeah, he was in that red water. I heard Daddy. What'd he say? He said, take care and live a long life. Oh, the woman's eyes opened widely. Oh, a story that can make a grown man cry. That's precious. She instantly recalls a memory long ago. Before all of the tragedies, the newborn child rests in her arms, so fragile but so full of hope. She kisses her baby on the forehead and says the same thing to him. It all seemed like just yesterday. Oh, she starts crying, and the sad music starts too. She turns to face the construct on the calibration team. No resentment, no hatred. She had exhausted all her emotions. Her voice was hoarse from crying, like a mother bear that had lost her cub. Standing off to, technically she did, but anyway. Standing off to the side, Liv instantly understood the reproach within her eyes without uttering a word. Why didn't you come sooner? At that moment, Liv gets choked up with an overwhelming sense of guilt and empathy. Why didn't we come sooner? If we just came here earlier, just a little bit earlier. If only I had come here sooner. If only I had been a bit stronger. If only I could bear some of their agony. Okay. Would I have been able to prevent this from happening? How much earlier? A few days, weeks, years, before the Arcadia evacuation, or before the ensuing collapse and chaos of society? No one has an answer to this question. No one can answer this question. I gotta say, this OST is just, okay, so this is like 4, let me see here. Hold on. Okay, so technically, yeah, this is like, technically in between like 14. I thought it was like in between 12 and 13, but alas, I was close, not close enough. Let's head home, guys. A few hours ago, Babylonia, come in. Who shall I connect you to, Commander Hans? Connect me to President Hassan. I have a status report. Transferring comms. What is it, Hans? We have found a number of refugees in the attack zone. Understood. Anything else? No. Shall we proceed according to the plan? What do you suggest? The other 2 calibration teams are still en route, but according to visual estimates, the red tide is spreading faster than expected. Teams will have to adjust their node positions accordingly to expand the blast area. Expand it. Because the crater isn't big enough. We can only rely on handheld devices for surveying and mapping, which significantly delays the time in which we can execute the plan. Considering the time required to change orbit and for Babylonia to charge the arsenal, combined with the terrain nearby and the mobility speed of the troops, it will take at least 10 hours to ensure that all nodes are deployed. We don't have 10 hours. By that time, the red tide will inevitably spread to the area less than 10 kilometers away from the refugee camp. To be on the safe side, I don't suggest relocating the node. Otherwise, I can't guarantee that the attack range will completely cover the red tide. We have issued an emergency evacuation order to the refugees, but they are unwilling to vacate the area. How do you wish to proceed? Although the world government parliament, I butchered that. Parliament, I butchered that again. Anyway, has been relocated to space with the Eden-class Babylonia. The people on the surface are still our comrades. We are all citizens of the world government. Citizens must fulfill their basic obligations, including cooperating with the army in emergency asylum. According to the instructions of the Article 21 of the World Government Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act, if civilians are found while executing a mission, they must be notified and evacuated to safety. Unfortunately, it appears that they are unwilling to evacuate. According to the instructions of Article 22 of the World Government Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act, why are we doing the Declaration of Independence right now? The civilians insist on remaining within the boundaries of the operation. Military forces are authorized to forcibly remove all civilians. You know quite well. I have committed all of the rules and regulations to memory, even if they are no longer applicable to in this era. Okay, I'm just tongue-tied, wrapped up, and tied up. Please allow me to evacuate those refugees under the pretense of successfully deploying the main nodes, with or without force. Request granted. Evacuate the civilians by any means necessary. Just drag them by their ankles, talking about, come on, freedom awaits. But remember, Babylonia will only initiate the attack once node deployment has been authenticated, regardless if the evacuation is a success or not. We have only one chance. This is for all of humanity. Understood. Any other issues? No, sir. Report complete, Mr. President. Wait. What is it, Mr. President? They don't love you like I love you. Anyway. Hans, you experienced a great evacuation firsthand. You're one of the most experienced soldiers in active service. You should know why I entrusted you to be the commander of this operation instead of handing over the task to the younger generation. For example, the up-and-coming Grey Commandant. I don't, Mr. President. My duty is to obey orders. Soldiers don't need to speculate on any factors other than their missions. It's so weird that there's like no music in the background. It's just straight white noise, just ambience of air. Is that really how you feel, Hans? Nope. A soldier is not only a member of the army, but also a member of humanity. Young soldiers tend to forget the former due to the latter. Only after refining themselves over a lengthy military career will they steal their judgment. So you have taxed me with the mission because I have the necessary experience, and you trust my judgment. Not only that, judgment entails responsibility. When passing judgment, you must bear the full weight of its consequences. Night is too heavy for the dawn of a new era. I don't doubt their fearlessness in the fight against the corrupted, but they have yet to awaken to a higher ceiling. A higher ceiling, y'all. That's his calling. Just know they have yet to hit the rooftop. Yes, I understand. The responsibility of our generation should not fall on the next generation. The atrocities committed by our generation should not be repaid by future generations. Hans, I know the cruelty I ask of you. The blood of the youth has not been cooled over many long years. Such is the same for their passion. I don't want them to lose their passion so early. So I must play the judge, you the executioner. As you wish, Mr. President. When I accepted my appointment, I was ready for the worst. The current situation is within my expectations. Moreover, I didn't think I would have a chance to return to the surface ever again. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Such gratitude is unnecessary. Humanity may have emotions, but the universe does not. Babylonia is the scale that balances the past and future of humanity. Mind you, we could have done so much between this time if they were contacting each other. I don't know, like multitasking or something, but they're just standing here just talking. The fulcrum between the two is a steel wire hanging over the abyss. We are the people who walk this steel wire. Hans, I'm sure you know what to do. Finally. Never mind. I was about to say finally the dialogue ends. No, it does not. I know what to do. Is it almost time? Yes, Chief Commander. Almost ready. Do you want to authenticate and activate the bit domain notes now? Ooh, you said wait. Chief Commander? I asked the other two teams to verify that their domain nodes are functioning properly. After the second verification, I can safely activate the nodes and request Babylonia to launch the attack. Roger! Every time they say Roger, I just hear like the little bunny rabbit from Dramatica Murder. It's just like, Roger! After walking for who knows how long, you have lost all feeling in your legs. Watch you about to be carrying me princess style. At first, you could still maintain contact with Lee, but after crossing a certain node, even your comms are now completely cut off. The desolate desert outstretches in a monotonous and dreary expanse toward the horizon. There we go again. The wild song begins again, causing the red tide to continue expanding. Your consciousness floats along with a serene melody. Why are we still walking? We know that the kid went home. There is no need for us to go venturing out nowhere. What else have we discussed? Let me see. All right. Have you heard what wells sound like? I don't know why she's crazy about them. Yet, do you think there are still wells on Earth? There are. I only read about them in books. Apparently, they are the largest mammal on Earth. How big of a pool would you need to accommodate such a beautiful creature? What do you think, Cyblue? How big of a pool would you need? I think I would need an No, you wouldn't need an ocean, I don't think. But you would definitely need, like, a big Badoogle Goblin worth. But anyways, that's what I said. Okay. A creature that big could only fit in the ocean. I guess. The ocean. You mean the blue stuff on the model? Yep, exactly. Water on Earth is blue. Why is the water in Babylonia colorless? What turned it into such a beautiful color on the surface? The sky. Why is the water in Babylonia colorless? What turned it into such a beautiful color on the surface? I forgot what debate. There was a debate when we were younger, and it was like, what causes water to be blue? And I think it was like the reflection of the sky, because apparently the water is originally clear, but the sky is blue. So, yeah. I forgot where I learned that from, though. Was it school? I don't know. Alia calmly repeats the question posed by her unnamed friend. In an instant, you feel transported across time and space as you talk to the veiled girl in the depths of time. Because there is enough water. It absorbs low-frequency light. It reflects high-frequency light. That's why it's blue. That's quite a rational answer. If she heard it, I'm sure she would be disappointed. Luckily, that's not what I said. Okay. I don't know why, but it's not important. Alright, enough about that. Back to Wells. If that's the case, she passed the entire question of why it's blue fast. He was like, okay, whatever. I never actually asked, thank you. If that's the case, Wells are the bards of the ocean. Their voices must be far-reaching and long-lasting since the ocean is so vast. Must be lonely not getting a response. Wells talk to each other. You notice something waving in front of your eyes. Zone out again. Wanshi brings his hand back. I love Wanshi. Sorry. You were out for quite some time. Was just thinking about something that happened a long time ago. You hear the Wells song again. Jeez, it's causing us to, like, keep climbing inclines. This intricate web of tributaries spreads like slime mold, the source of which is unknown. Wanshi? What do you think about the sound? You think it sounds like a Wells song, but the refugees calls it the Siren's Call. Siren's Call? Documents left over from the Golden Age says that sirens were monsters that lived in the ocean who lured sailors with songs. Sailors would become entranced by their songs and crash their ships into the reefs. It's not difficult to understand, but it's garnered such a negative reputation. After all, the sound of red tide coincide with death. But it is bound to the red tide, so we can always rely on the sound to predict the rise and fall of the tide. Ironically, it isn't so much an alluring sound that puts people in a trance, but rather it seems to be a reminder of the approaching red tide. Think we could follow the sound to the source? Doesn't seem like a problem, but got any ideas? I just have a hunch. Maybe it's a cry for help. Siren's Call is actually a cry for help. You and I remember combo, we sure would get along, huh? We say that we share the same brain cell, just like, you know what? I heard a bird tweeting. Let's go save the bird. And the bird be like 7 feet tall, talking about caw. Hey there, buddy. Speaking of which, the spectrogram of this voice. Forget it. It's nothing. Spectrogram? What's that supposed to be? Going upstream, you follow the sound for quite some time. The web of tributaries becomes more densely woven. The yellow sand has now turned black and gray. I feel like they love the word tributaries. Hetero creatures on the shore of the red tide are writhing through the sand, stone, and soil. The rustling sound is like a footstep of death. Wanshi's lethargy was down in full restraint, leaving only seriousness and solemnity. Sound is getting closer and closer. No longer dragging out his words, his speech has become rapid and precise, as if worried about some unknown entity. Are you receiving any alerts from your protective equipment? No. We have enough serum to last us a while longer. Now we can rely on the sound to judge the rise and fall of the red tide to avoid it. If we proceed any further, we may have no other choice but to get up close and personal with those things. Punishing concentration is one thing, but those hetero creatures are another thing entirely. Are you sure you want to continue? We walked how many miles to get here? I am not being like, you know what, actually, I'm bailing. Sorry, it's just, there's not enough color around here. It's kind of scary. Right, we've already made it this far. Good point. Here we go again. You hear the sound again. A well must be lonely if it doesn't get a response. This was the only thing going through her mind. Hard to imagine, huh? You think wells get lonely? Aw? Are you thinking about that too? I didn't think the Grey Raven Commandant was so romantic. I asked her the same thing. Do you think wells get lonely? Maybe. I think they get really lonely. Then she sang me a song. She has always been like this. When she has inspiration, she will practice it immediately. I saved the recording. Want to hear it? Sure. Ali activates the terminal. You hear someone singing an adagio aria. Huh. Okay. This is the most beautiful sound you have ever heard. The tone ebbs and flows as it rises higher. Suddenly, a vast ocean seems to appear before your very eyes. The female voice does not fully imitate the sound of a real whale, but conveys the same expression and the melody. A lonely blue whale is swinging its tail fin and cruising in the sea. It sings again and again. The song echoes throughout the ocean depths, but there is no response. The singing stopped, but the sound had no ending, because the lonely whale never found its herd. Sounds like the song isn't finished. You're right. She said that she hadn't thought of an ending yet because she hasn't seen the ocean with her own eyes. She'll write the second half of the song when she sees the real ocean. That's what she said, at least. See if that actually happened. Oh. Don't tell me I slipped on a rock or something. Oh boy, he's calling me. Someone pats your shoulder forcefully. Okay. You return to your senses and look around. Only then do you realize that you have entered a hostile area. You just started sprinting for some reason. My life expectancy has dropped so severely at this point. Because what do you mean I just started dashing into a random direction? I thought you were going to jump into the red tide. What the hell is... Oh. Sound interrupts Wanshi. Unlike before, you hear the sound nearby. Both of you turn to look toward the sound. Where is this? Girl, I wish we knew. You hear a thunderous buzzing in the air, but the whirlwind of sand suddenly stops. Under the gray clouds, the sand-strewn red tide merges into a lake. Here the tide is tranquil, reflecting like a giant mirror. I just realized, didn't it just spread? I feel like it just spread. I don't know. Or more accurately, it's like the calm before the storm. I didn't think we'd actually find it. Wanshi mutters to himself. In the middle of the tide stands a humanoid monster resembling a skeleton. Several steel forks of condensed punishing virus nails. Several steel forks of condensed punishing virus nail it to the center of the lake. I feel like there should have been like nails. I don't know. I am not a grammar guru. Anyway, if it were not for this hellscape, it would seem as if it was the crucified Son of God. Jesus, is that you? Sad. The question seems to rouse the monster in the middle of the red tide. It struggles to raise its head, and unleashes a dense but serene song. Oh, so we actually did find it. This was the siren's call that you had been hearing. Then it suddenly turns its head and looks this way. The tranquil red tide seems to suddenly take on life as it gradually inundates the surrounding land. Okay, we just walked through a boss fight. You just start hearing Dark Souls music just play randomly. It's really giving Jesus. Is it me, Jesus? It just repaired itself, my guy. Oh dear God, I have to fight it. Punishing virus is forming its body. Is that a new hetero creature? This is not the time to be yawning, my dude. The red tide is rising. The Inver device won't last too long. We better finish this off soon. So I'm not gonna... Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Golly. I ain't even get the camera going or nothing. Just like... Ouch. Ooh. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Golly. Oh boy.
I didn't. Lie down first this time.
Okay. He doesn't have enough stamina.
One shot, one kill.
To constantly be dodging you so that I can hit one. Ouch. Oh, come on. I'm not that bad. I promise you, I'm not that bad. I am not that bad. Okay, maybe I am that bad. My bad. I need some healing here. Ooh. I need him to be like fair. Ooh. Where they heal each other. Crap. Ooh, I can't. No. Okay.
Maybe not. Whatever.
It's like a shark. He can hit you on the sidelines too. That's crazy. Ah! It's because I killed all my stamina. Stop it. Jeez.
Time for you to go to bed. One shot, one kill.
Come on, I'm just trying to get. I'm trying to just do one resurrection. Oh boy. Ah!
I don't think I can really rise.
This is sad. That's the second restart.
Have a good night's sleep.
So them diving in there causes damage as well. I wish I knew that. Stop yelling, my dude. You can't just randomly pull out a violin. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so confused. Is there a second phase? I feel like there's a second phase. The tide is going up. Oh boy. I already struggled on that first time. And then we were talking about hair. Have another one. Why did it act like a human? Whenever there's no time to think about it. Whoop.
Time to sleep.
As long as I ouch. Stay behind.
I have to lie down first this time.
Oh, I'm like, golly. Okay. Stop it. This is.
I don't.
That's sad.
Rise.
Dude. I just got here. I just literally resurrected myself, and they're ready. Oh crap! You know. Ah! Is he gonna go ahead and like nuke me when I resurrect myself again? Is that what's gonna happen? Help! Ouch! Wait, let me like. Can I like? Ouch! What am I supposed to do? I can't get out of the red tide. It's just like.
One shot, one kill. Close your eyes.
Ah! Like. What am I supposed to do with all of this? Like, I know that Wan Shi is like a really good character, but like, golly, come on, be for real. There's a reason why I get turned up when I'm playing Dark Souls. I am not that skilled. Have mercy, you do not need to be doing all this. Out here, like, I'm fighting Goku or something. Damn. How many is this? What? 5 now? Jesus. 5. I hate the fact that it matters that you'll just spawn and you'll just resurrect yourself and no. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to like what are you supposed to do with all that? Nope. This is so sad. This is 6. I cannot be that bad. I cannot be that bad. I dodged. I did dodge, I promise you. Okay, that's fine. As long as we just get through this. That's all that we care at this point. Just so we can finish the rest of the story. Just let me finish the rest of the story. Ah! Okay. Ouch. Dodge. I don't know where are we even attacking at this point.
Time for you
Ouch.
to go to one shot, one kill.
Now, one thing I...
Rise.
Oh, come on. I don't like you. Just go down, please. I'm tired. This is like what, 8 resurrections now. Thank you.
You're lucky to be able
Please,
to
be gone. Just be gone, please.
Close your eyes.
I'm tired as you. Oh wait, are you dead? Okay, so he had to do the. Okay. Okay, Wan Shi showing off. Yeah, I said I needed to practice on Wan Shi previously on Digimon, and this just proves I definitely need to practice on Wan Shi because I butchered that so badly with 8 resurrections. Like, golly, I cannot be that bad. Fall, burn, Crash. Crash and burn. Rit. Rit. Merge. My body. Does it still exist? That I do not know. I feel as though I am just a tapestry, torn into individual strands. Strands ripped out and tied to the strands of others. Soft cotton. We love a little bit of soft cotton. Coarse linen. Sharp glass. Sturdy cold barbed wire. Okay, you're just mentioning anything that comes to your mind at this point. These barbed blades. Sharp like scalpels. I have wept and cried out of agony, yet nothing has freed me from this eternal despair. I can only weave this pain into the fibers of my being. Echoes of desperation. Insistent thoughts. Deep love. Whether it's love, regret, anger, fear, or hatred. The myriad of beings. All are woven into my fibers. Someone, anyone, deliver me from it all. Anyone, please. Please hurry, I beg of thee. Kill me. Oh, did we get a translation of what the well song was supposed to be? Die no more than once. Die no more than twice. I feel like they just passed me because they just felt bad at that point. Like y'all already seen me get nuked like what several times, so but sure, I guess we'll do one more. I guess maybe one or two more. All right, we start off with Emona, I guess. Caught off guard, the white strike hawk is lifted by an ominous black monster, but right then his last bullet hits the monster's chest. That is imminent, faint blue light. Only the crisp cracking can be heard as the head of a creature's chest splinters. Pieces of black heteropolymer slide down like shards of glass. Buried within the head of a creature, a broken figure emerges from within. Who is it? It was a strange yet familiar figure. Where have you seen her before? Is it, ooh, where is her name? White-haired girly. Not Alpha, the other one. I think her name starts with an L. It's the sister. At this time, Wan Chi's previously languid eyes open wide as he stares at the head of a creature in the middle of the lake. It was her all along. The construct that went missing from the space station. This is what the Ascendants did to her. Who? I need something more than that, please. The suspense. What a disgrace. She's the construct that went missing? Who? I came across her file while looking through the scout team's database, so I took note of it. I didn't expect that the next time I would see her would be here, of all places. My mission as a scout is to gather, integrate, and report intel. Prior to the last battle against the Ascendants, each member of the scout team knew all of the intel on them by heart. We all know that the Ascendant by the name of Gabriel took a construct for Babylonia, but as for what purpose or necessity this served, that has always remained a mystery. Now the mystery is solved. There's a head of a core fragment here. Suffering a heavy blow, the head of a creature remains kneeling by the shore of the red tide as punishing virus gathers in the air, about to repair its body. Is it all over? A monster like this won't go down without a fight. I'll buy you some time. Get out of here, and you're coming with me, sir. Pick up node. Wait, what are you doing? You about to blast this place to smithereens. What are you planning on doing with that domain node? Authorization complete. Note activated. Looking around, you barely make it to high ground and avoid being corrupted by the punishing virus. Aside from where you stand, the red tide inundates the surrounding area, and ravenous head of creatures occupy the area up ahead. You cannot find any secure place to deploy the node up until Babylonia receives the signal. Give it to me. Hurry back. I dragged you into this mess. You can't even make it back. Not like I can get very far without you. He is my GPS after all. My bad. Yeah. You kind of dragged us along here without giving us like a map or, you see this rock here. This rock indicates that you are 14 kilometers away from Skirter programming. Like that would be helpful. No, we just kept walking. We're just like, here, some water. Not to mention all the hell of a creatures. You are as good as dead without the protection of a construct. God damn it. Why'd I have to go kick the hornet's nest after arriving on the surface? You aren't much better, though. Always throwing your life away for complete strangers. The hell of a creature in the middle of the lake seems to realize the crisis at hand. As it roars and struggles, the monster drags its body toward you in preparation for another attack. Why me? What did I do? There's no time to avoid it. Faced with potential death, your body rushes with adrenaline. Okay. The face of the people you have met along the way flashed before your eyes. All the questions that could not be answered at first were answered at this moment. For example, What do you think of that blue planet? The oh my gosh, equatorial radius is 378.137 kilometers. It rotates from west to east and revolves around the sun. It is the third innermost planet on the solar system. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like, okay, thanks for that mathematical question. Next. We have nothing left. Our only driving force left is our attachment to this land. It's the only thing that supports our menial existence. Our last wish is to forever rest within its embrace. Standing here, we can look back on the glory of the past and see the tombstones of our old friends. We were born here and we will die here. Humanity is bound to its homeland by a gravitational force known as love. Why had those on the surface not come to Babylonia? What sort of life would they have had on the surface? What would people on the surface think of us? Enough with the hypocrisy. Is this really in our best interest, or do you just not want to see us die before your very eyes? Look at you. Your conscience is just as repulsive as your actions. Removing us from our homeland will make you sleep better at night, but it won't make our lives any better. Don't you think it's ridiculous to tell us that we are also citizens of the world government? Don't you remember how you treated us when the evacuation started? You held us at gunpoint to prevent us from boarding Eden. You left us behind like junk. Now you dare to come back and rescue us? Are you kidding me? Get out. Get out of here. I don't need your fake compassion now. Because I see weakness and timidity in your eyes. When all of this is over, you'll probably blame your incompetence and live with a heavy sense of guilt. So I want to tell you, don't. Don't feel any guilt. We've chosen our own path. You have completed your mission. All right, that's enough. One day we will reunite with our comrades on the surface. When that time comes, we will share in the marvelous things we have seen and rejoice in song. I really hope that if we just meet them or what have you, it's not gonna be like how we did with Kamui. Kamui's story broke my heart. I could not do if it's gonna be like Kamui. It broke my heart. Anyway. Nothing is more romantic, is it not? Maybe, I guess. Yeah, nothing is more romantic. A voice from the bottom of your heart crosses time and space to answer the unknown girl's question. So before we share all the marvelous things we have seen and rejoice in song, it would be disgraceful to end with such a hatred and tragedy. I would agree. So you must at least protect the note until the very end. Embrace this idea and hold the long black needle tightly in your arms. Oh, please don't start closing your eyes, because if you trip, okay? Wanchi, get into it, I guess. You just hear the sound of a frame being crushed. Sir, you better no opening your eyes. You see Wanchi protecting you. Oh, please stop. No, don't do that to me, because no, don't do that to me. Wanchi permanently sleeping? No, ma'am. We need him on the team. The head of a creature pierces his right arm, causing a fountain of vital fluid to spew from the wound. Don't worry, constructs aren't that weak. If you're injured, your team and my captain will hold me accountable. But enough of that for now. The strong sense of fear and helplessness causes your legs to go weak. Oh my... Ooh, girl, you should have stayed home. As if in a daze, you catch a glimpse of a broken heart, like that of a broken figure buried within the monster's chest. Her eyes are as empty as when you first saw her. Her exposed chest shines with uncharacteristic brightness as faint blue light shimmers beneath it. The head of a creature's chest is within reach. The girl's remains, which you could only catch a glimpse of before, are now in full view. The moment you see her face, your mind becomes clouded with confusion. Could she still be alive like this? Is she dreaming? I'm not done fighting. I don't feel I lost. Sorry. Why else would she show such a look of pain? Wanchi is still struggling in front of you. Now is not the time with such nonsense, but your train of thought begins to spiral out of control. You and the three other Grey Ravens are at a standstill in the center of the airtight space station. Ooh, this is a life or death moment, and we're out here daydreaming, talking about Can we cue one more flashback for the people in the back? Excuse me, is that Grey Raven down there? Who are you? Wait, is that Miss Alia? Yes, I'm Alia, a member of the second archaeological team. I probably butchered that. Why is she here? Liv, Lee, do you know her? She's a very popular young artist in Babylonia. Murray likes to go to her exhibitions. I like Miss Alia's work too. I have been wanting to meet you too. Especially. We should probably talk about that later. I've got more important things to tell you. My mission here is to rescue a construct named Redacted. She means a lot to me. The task forces have all heard about the heroic deeds of the Grey Ravens at the Ascendant Base. I've even heard about them in Babylonia. If you've been in direct contact with the Ascendants, have you seen the Ascendant who attacked me on the space station? Never mind. He's not important. The only thing I care about is whether you found any sign of her in the base. Who do you mean by her? You met her before on the space station. She's my best friend. Her name is... Let me have to figure out Tifa from like chapter 1. That would be crazy if they decided to go ahead and bring her from all those chapters ago. The head of a creature's blade is still stuck in Wan Chi's shoulder. Wan Chi holds it down firmly, giving the monster no chance to retract it. Smart. Right at that moment, you react before you have time to process it. I may be smart. You managed to finally collect your scattered fragments of your memory. You met her on a space station. She's my best friend. Her name is... Oh, Selena Gomez. I'm sorry. Selena. Sheesh. The voice of Alia in your memory suddenly synchronizes with yours. Blending out the name causes the head of the creature to stop in its tracks. It unleashes a sad and forlorn cry. The girl in the center of its chest moves faintly. Her lifeless eyes return focus. At the same time, the punishing rubber seems to repair the head of a creature at a diminishing rate. It is at that moment you understand that the solemn well song and steel thorns that bind her were the last struggles of the girl within the head of a creature. Her voice module was already completely destroyed. Whenever she moves her lips, she is unable to produce any sound, so she struggles to stretch out her disfigured hand from within the head of a creature. Aww. However, there are no needs for words. The moment your eyes meet, you sense each other's true attention. Blow me up! I finna blow you up. We finna blow up together! All that is left for each of you to complete the final mission. Greyhaven, come in. Greyhaven, do you copy? We've got ourselves a situation here. Sounds like Mr. Strikehawk has finally stopped acting all indolent. Come on, Lee, please don't do that to us. What's all the panic? The Commandant. Commandant? What's wrong with the Commandant? Relax, the Commandant is fine. The protective device is critical, though. Still, we have enough serum. Sorry, I got a little out of hand. We don't have time to get into this right now. Commander Hans just activated the last bit domain node, and Babylonia is approaching an orbit to begin the attack. Tell me you are evacuating with a Commandant. Nope. Not at all. Don't worry, we just escaped from the Lion's Den. Lion's Den? Did you run into trouble? Maybe. Possibly. Wan Chi remains silent for a moment, then continues. I'm not sure, but I think it was the source of the red tide. What makes you think that? The abnormally high punishing concentration it had, the strong desire for self-preservation, and the behavior of the surrounding hetero creature. It was like a hive, similar to that on Earth. It's difficult to describe with words. I'll transmit my readings in statics to you now. Data received. Is this a hetero creature? He looks at the hetero creature in the image and frowns. Exactly what you said. Are you still collecting combat data? I'm a sniper. The sniper is the person responsible for observing the battlefield and collecting data. Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants, sheesh. So what did you do? Don't tell me you found the source and just ran away. They're glad that I'm not on the field, because that's exactly what I would have done. Oh shucks, there's 1,001 sources here. Let me head out. It wasn't me, it was your Commandant. The Commandant stabbed the bit domain node into it right at the last second. The Commandant did that? Babylonia has established the coordinate system and is heading over us to prepare for the orbital strike. But now that the 4th bit domain node has been activated, there's still hope for redemption. You catch my drift? Lee nods solemnly. Understood? What's the situation with you and the Commandant? Well, for me, there are problems everywhere, but my mind is still stable and corruption is below the threshold. I just need to take a load off. Now's not the time for that. Keep that in mind. Sheesh, I was just joking. I'm not laughing. Once you bring the Commandant back safely, then you can crack jokes. Got it. Are you still able to escort the Commandant? As long as my legs work, I'd say yes. I'm more than capable of protecting a human. I'm just catching strays left and right. Okay. Understood. I'll prepare the camp. Repair your frame when you get back. Also, thank you for protecting the Commandant. You should thank your Commandant for the data you're looking at right now. Your Commandant risks death in order to acquire data that's satisfactory for both sides. And the Chief Commander can be... I heard stuff in the background. If the Chief Commander can be persuaded to inform Babylonia to launch a precision strike, all of our problems will be solved. This is your mission. Don't let our Commandant's effort go to waste. Understood. Leave. It's urgent. I need you to run calculations and generate a model. It's getting deep. It's getting serious. Chief Commander Hans. What is it this time, Grey Ravens? Babylonia is about to reach us in orbit. We'll receive orders to retreat in less than half an hour. We just received news that our Commandant is returning to camp. I don't care about our... Oh my gosh, I don't care about any news regarding that fugitive. Tell your Commandant not to do anything stupid. Libby still has time to make it back through the flank and evacuate in time. Our Commandant knows what to do, which is why we are here again. The Commandant encountered a massive Hedorah creature during the operation. The Strikehawk construct collected a large amount of relevant data during the battle. Based on the data, David from our team modeled the evolution of the Red Tide. Go on. Lee activates the terminal and projects the hologram for Hans to see. This is a gradient map of the punishing virus compiled by the Strikehawk while exploring the source of the Red Tide. As you can see, the punishing concentration of the Red Tide increases along with the depth. This area is at its peak. Lee points to the last picture sent by Wanshi. It is a lake It's a lake composed of Sanjin Red Tide located in the center of the hologram. And to the image of the ominous black Hedorah creature. After just a glance, hand nods. I see, turn it off. Lee nods and replaces the hologram with the original data model. Also, this is the flow map of the Red Tide. The core cluster is situated in the center of the flow map. Here, the Red Tide increases flow outward and spreads just like a heart pumping blood throughout the entire body. Finally, this is the statistical model of the behavior pattern of Hedorah creature and the core region. We established the Red Tide spreads when the Hedorah creature makes that noise. Get to the point. The Red Tide has a source, and the Hedorah creature is the culprit for spreading the Red Tide. By eliminating it, we can finally put an end to the Red Tide and solve all of our problems. The Commandant took the most logical course of action by jamming the last bit domain node into the Hedorah creature. Babylonia will be overhead soon. I'll apply for a revision to the attack plan. Thereby, I'm focusing the Loch Ness Arsenal on the bit domain node deployed by the Commandant. What makes you think this will put a stop to the Red Tide? It's the source. You attack the source, the rest dissipates. I forgot he doesn't have a brain though, but okay. Lee suddenly lowers his voice. I'm not sure. You could have... But Chief Commander, you have higher authority. You should be aware of the CTO's speculations regarding the Red Tide's origin. It's a vestige of the Hedorah core. According to the records of our operation against the Hedorah core on the space station, it's impossible to destroy such an entity with a wide-scale strike. What it presents to you is only objective facts and data. A wide-scale strike was never an insurance plan to start with. Combining various factors such as atmospheric thickness, scattering rate, Babylonia's firepower, and punishing virus activity. I heard the music. I thought it was someone creeping up behind us. I was like, I heard somebody behind me. Oh dear God. Nope. False alarm. The Loch Ness Arsenal may look impressive, but we can't assure that it will be a success. The blast will be dispersed over too great of an area, thereby reducing the strength of the laser's power. If we launch a precision strike, like stabbing a needle directly into the enemy's heart to stop it from beating. After that, all we have to do is deal with the body. Come on, he's cooking. As you said before, Chief Commander Hans, now is not the time to hesitate. Time is of the essence. Please make a decision, Chief Commander Hans. Let me able to figure out. He's like, you know what? Stick with the original plan. You said that we might fail. Let us fail then. Han turns his head. Connect me to Babylonia. Yes, we're more capable than what you assumed. Contact HQ and transfer me to President Hassan. Transfer complete. Commander Hans. How's it going on the ground, Hans? Change in plans. The Grey Raven Commandant broke protocol and discovered a large Hedorah creature similar to the one we encountered in the ruins of 75. The data we received from the Commandant indicates that the nature of the creature is similar to that of the polyphage. Judging from the flowing punishing energy, this head of a creature is likely to be the source of the red tide. All that flack he was talking. The Grey Raven Commandant planted the last bit domain node into the head of a creature. I've applied the change from a wide-scale attack to a precision strike to focus all our attack power on the head of a creature, thereby ensuring the elimination of the red tide. I just thought about it. All of those guys just nuked themselves trying to get this bit domain placed down into these big scaled areas, just to find out that it was for naught and it was just a change of plan. Like, that's embarrassing. Before Hansen can respond, a voice interrupts him. Hans, you have overstepped authority as chief commander. Hold on. Babylonian is in charge of formulating a battle plan, not you. Ooh. Once a plan has been finalized, you are only responsible for executing it. Understood, Commander. The Science Council has concluded that a wide-scale attack is our best option. We can't guarantee that it will completely eliminate the red tide, but that's the safest strategy. Okay. Mr. President, the Science Council didn't have our current data with formulating this plan. I think it's time to make a reasonable contingency plan based on the new data. The battlefield is unpredictable. I am just making the best judgment based on our current situation. You don't have any ulterior motives. Don't go quiet. Transmit the data. I'll have Asma analyze it now. We're just wasting time. Put me through to Asimov. Transfer complete, Mr. President. Asimov, this is data sent by troops on the front line. What do you think? Asimov appears on the comms link half sleeve. After squinching at the data for some time, he suddenly perks up. Interesting. Very interesting. Looks like the fourth bit domain node is key to all of this. You think so? The troops on the front line have requested a switch from a wide-scale attack to a precision strike on the fourth bit domain node. On a case-by-case basis, their judgment is reasonable based on the model they transmitted back. I first speculated that the head of the core fragment in the polyphage was the origin of the red tide. I just couldn't understand why the red tide continued to spread after the polyphage disappeared. Turns out it found a new source of power. This data, sir, is interesting. Asimov, this is not the time to indulge in research. Pardon me, Mr. President. It's feasible to change the plan on such short notice. Objectively speaking, little is known about the red tide. Whether we launch a wide-scale attack, area attack or a precision strike, it's a gamble either way. We just came to the conclusion that a wide-scale attack was our safest course of action. A gamble, you say? Understood. Think it over. Wrong step will lead straight into the abyss. Not for you, but the whole world. Since it's a gamble either way, I don't mind choosing the more humane option. Put me through to Chief Commander Hans. Hans? Yes, Mr. President. Request granted. When Babylonia passes overhead, we will launch a precision strike with the longest arsenal on the bit domain node deployed by the Grey Raven once we have finished calibrating the coordinates. And to think they said to stay out of their way. I'll relay the orders to all the constructs under my command immediately. I'm not finished, Hans. After the first attack, we will wait for 20 minutes to observe the effect. If it is ineffective and stemming the red tide, we will launch a second attack. However, this time it will wipe out the area indiscriminately with a wide-scale attack. 2 consecutive attacks will consume 90% of Babylonia's energy supply, compromising Babylonia's anti-air defenses. That doesn't sound too good of an idea, but okay. You know what this means, but I think it's worth it. As you said before, the people on surface are our comrades. You not only need to relay the updated battle plan, but also issue a retreat. Lead your calibration team to safety. Understood. Oh, should we do one more? I mean, let us... I think we'll pick up another time. We'll finish the missions because it's been a minute and I don't think we do not have any summons. So we'll finish these weeklies. We'll pick up next week and and finish to see exactly what happens. I gotta say, right now, I definitely have to say that I still hate Hans. Like, I know he's kind of seeming like he's redeeming himself in a sense of the matter, but like, no, I'm still, no, no. It's not, well, I am so rusty. Hold on, let me cook. Nope. Okay. Hold on, hold on. Mind you, this is the easy one.
I won't hold back.
Let me get my combos in. Let me get my combos in. Hold on. Ouch.
Life and death are but a moment apart. Now you're on the other side of the line. I will sever.
Jeez.
Prison of fate.
I just like overkilled him. I did not need to do all of that.
This
But
victory is
look,
not the end yet.
he's not really even commanding anything. Like that I feel like that's the annoying part when it comes to Hans. Like he's just like, oh yeah, I follow instructions or whatever, but like I guess maybe it's the snobbiness that he's just having with him that it's just kind of like just cost time. That I just want him to keep far away. But yeah, yoink. He's gonna attack.
Give me all you got.
Even if he redeems himself or whatever, he's gonna.
Life and death
It's just
are
kind of
but a
like
moment
I don't
apart.
know. I'll put in. Yoink. He's gonna attack.
Life and
Okay.
death are but a moment apart.
Ooh.
I will sever this prison of fate.
Yoink. Okay, yeah. Okay. Golly.
The sun
I think after a little bit, I think I should warm up and
I
like
won't hold back.
I'll actually have a
Now
little bit of
you're on
skill.
the other side of the line.
Cause I sure enough, he just
Keep moving.
just getting myself
victory
torn all up
is
for
not the end
no
yet.
reason. 21 seconds, that's not too shabby. One more. You know, if ever I get the chance to go to an anime convention, I want to cosplay Wanshi. I have the same eye mask. I just feel like I have to go ahead and figure out how to do his hair. Oh, I'm not close enough. Woohoo! Nope. Ah, snap. Okay, no, I'm fine. He did manage. Ah! Ouch! Let's say he did manage to hit me.
Is that the best you can do? Shall be my blade. Life and death are but a moment apart.
He's trying to be like, walk him down, Yuji. You're not that guy. It's bad. It's terrible that I am. Come on. Ouch. Ouch.
A worthy opponent. Now you're on the other side of the line. I won't hold back. I will sever this prison of
I don't think I'm close enough. Okay, yeah, I'm. Let's see, I don't think I'm close enough to him because he scattered himself all the way across the other side of the map. I can't see nothing. It's just flashing lights. Help.
Life and death are but a moment apart, opponent. I won't hold back.
Oh, cannot afford to get hit one more time.
Now
Oh.
you're on the other side of the line.
Hey. Okay. 200 health left, and I managed to do it.
Keep moving.
Scary.
This victory is not the end yet.
This victory is not the end yet. Ooh. Scary. Almost a minute. Could have done better. Dang. Okay. Solid though. Solid. I could do that too. Anyways, we should have at least like 5 summons, I think. Crimson Frostlands, increase to ice. Okay. Who do we have for ice? Oof. Are you the new Wanshi or are you the old Wanshi? You know what I should do is I should upgrade Wanshi because I have to train him train on him anyway. Anyway, so when it comes to these, when it's like the weakness is Glacier or whatever,
Beginning infiltration.
I can just use
Let's make
Wanshi and
this
just kind of
quick,
mix between
Commandant.
Teddy and Wanshi.
They're going down.
Ouch. Okay.
Fire won't reach.
Jeez.
Visual disruption.
That's terrible. That's a terrible start. This started and only 1/3. Ouch. No. Health. I'm pretty sure she can heal back, can't she?
Welcome to my data domain. Circuit overload.
Yikes. Oh, come on.
How it ends.
Ooh, that's a, no, no, no. Okay, so 150, 160, 160, roughly. That's not gonna give me enough. Try that one more time. We
Beginning
started off so
infiltration.
badly because we just got
Let's make this
stunned.
quick, Commandant.
Yoink. Okay, there we go.
Planting the worm.
I promise you that she healed herself. Ah! Healed herself once upon a time. Ah! Oh no no no! I ran out of help. I ran out of stamina. Yeah, I need to upgrade her.
Planting the worm. Welcome to my data domain.
I feel like she can heal herself, can't she?
Circuit overload. System down.
Okay, she's sort of kind of healing herself. Sort of.
Visual disruption. Circuit overload. System down. Visual disruption.
Maybe just don't be spamming this. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take that. That's a bit higher. Yeah, that's a bit higher. That's not bad. Just started casually spamming a little. I'm pretty sure I didn't do that exactly correct because you're supposed to switch it. Let me see. Machine factory, character still, blah 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 blah, after being switched. That doesn't tell me exactly who, but
Watch my move. It is one.
okay, well I can do all of them.
I shall repay.
Sure. Probably should have seen what they were weak to, but I digress. 'Tis fine. 'Tis fine indeed. But yeah, just casually gonna spam her. I definitely say
This fight
upgrade Teddy and then upgrade
Better
Wanshi.
not be a boring one.
If they do a reboot on Wanshi,
Best you can do. Leave it to me.
ouch. Oh, I'm so rusty. Gotta remember how to do the little combos. Ooh, okay.
I won't hold back. Life and death are but a moment apart.
Are we vibing? Ooh, ouch. Okay. Cassie got back.
Now
Back
you're
at
on the
it.
other
Love that.
side of the line.
Love that for me.
I will sever this prison of fate.
Cheers.
The sun will set. Shall be my blade.
Give up.
Maybe I think I can do something. Give up. You cannot miss.
Give up.
I will sever this prison of fate.
I'm just a slamming my keys.
Life and death are but a
One
moment
thing I'm waiting
apart.
for is for it to light up.
Shall be my blade.
Now you're on the other side of the
And
line.
when it's ready for me to change to the other characters. I promise you it did that. I know my memory be bad, but it can't be that bad.
Life and death are but a moment apart. I won't hold
I
back.
will sever
Okay, there we go.
this prison of fate.
Give me all you got. Leave it to me.
Ouch.
The sun will set.
Okay, I was saving this for the next guy, but
What? No. Care to try again?
if this does
Bewitched.
anything.
No. Care to try
Oh my
again?
goodness.
Here's your
Eyes on the target.
the fallen.
Does that do
Shall
more damage than
rise
Lucia?
No more. No. Care to try again?
Golly. Golly.
Missed that one.
I present to you a sweet death.
When it's good enough.
Eyes on the target.
Okay.
You can't leave now.
And just twirling around in circles at this point. Meh. Good
The
enough.
threads of fate
I should have used a little bit of Watanabe, but it's fine.
moves ever forward.
Oh, I love her. Her story is really good too. Just I may be simp for her. Cough cough. Alright. Notch that up. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. What is this again? Makeup sign-in cards. Well, your monthly pass is active. I don't have a monthly pass, I don't think. It's fine. Alright, let's snatch this up. Ooh, and we level up. Gorgeous. Love that. Is Alpha? One thing I do need to check is Alpha. I would assume she's still there for the takings, but I just don't know for how long. It would be nice if it is that 16 days? Question mark? Sure I'm not missing anything. It'd be nice if we gained something for these collectibles. It doesn't seem like it. We should do that story sooner or later. Okay, anyway, summoning, gambling, la 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 la. 716. Oh, we got plenty of time. 16. Okay, okay. Let's see. If I were to do this, I need 1850. I don't have 1850. So we're just gonna do single hours. Nothing. In hopes maybe, just maybe, we get it early. Is that gonna happen? Probably not. But sometimes I like to be delusional. Okay. At least not this early. Any other character? Yeah. Or any other gacha, should I say? Maybe. But I feel like to get the actual character that you want early, and I'll have to prove me wrong for this, you have to reach that 60 mark.
You'll organize the schedules already.
I don't know why I felt like she was more like a Texas girl, but that works. Alright. One more. I knew it. Oh, I knew it. Previous. Oh. Oh, you know what? We could get a Veronica. Veronica, open the door, please. Veronica, open the door. Can we not find any more, please? Can we not find any more? I know that you're in there. Okay, okay, okay. That is actually a really cool weapon. I know I got the main weapons for Pharaoh. Both Pharaohs, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so I can do some A, B, C, D. Interesting. So let's see here. For A characters, we could use some ice characters. Oh. I mean, I know I already have Wan Shi, but I guess we'll just do Wan Shi again. Just cause I think we can use his shards to upgrade him, and I mean, we could say no to like an upgraded A. I think we can only have like, what, 4 or 5? Be nice if we could get one. All is purple, 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 purple. Show me some mercy. Oh, hold on. Yay! We got ourselves some shards. Crazy to get back. Alright. That was too much of a promise. Too much of a hope. Okay, cool. So we got ourselves a little bit of Wanshi to upgrade. It says free. What is free over here? Oh, free summon for the weapon. What? That looks like the lowest grade. Cause it is. Okay, because I sure enough had never seen a color like that before. That is crazy. I didn't even know they gave a 3-star weapon. Okay. Oh, we never had Karenina before? I promise you we had Karenina. I don't know. I feel like that's cap. Okay, where is our boy Wanshi? There you are. You may not have to be just an A.
I should become a little more serious.
I don't know why I found that funny. No. Ooh, let me try to be a little more serious. I'll be laughing at every sentence I make. Okay. Now I'm confused. Oh, wait. 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 Is this the newer frame of Wanshi? Is that it? My guy got all the beds on his tags. Anyways, I didn't notice that. Oh. So this one's like the medic Wanshi. How do I get this? Research or voucher? Okay, so this is the S. Okay, I see. S. Okay. Okay, it's making sense. It's coming together. The brains is braining. Who is this? Is this? Lucia. Oh, this is the new one. This is the new one. This is the one we're trying to get. Okay. And this is, she, or Q, or Key, or I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Body T. Okay. She's giving like, what is her name? Hyperactive girly, Nanami. She's giving Nanami. I like her. If I get lucky, I'd use her. As long as she gets some good combos. Giving a Persona character. I feel like he needs an entire overhaul. All his fits are not giving. Okay, anyway, I'd reckon that is all that we need to do for now. The basics of logging in. Something that I don't know how to do. Okay, I'm gonna try. I will try to log in. It's very hard to do. I didn't even complete that. That was when I first started. What is this? Oh, this is rainbow cards. I have no money. Okay. Let me stop looking around the place because we're gonna be just looking around for all there's life, just window shopping just because we can. Okay, tomorrow is Dark Souls. Woo! Are we excited? Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember what we was doing on Dark Souls. I really don't, but tis fine. This is fine. We are definitely going to pick up from wherever we were at. I'm gonna go ahead and see how to kind of complete the game, like where else we may have been missing, as I do not know. And hopefully I can put a little pepper in my stepper to kind of, you know, pull some things through and BB Ultimate and stuff, you know, all that good jazz. I might grind just a little bit more for today, just so that I can have some summons for next time. Definitely since we missed a week, unfortunately. I want to go ahead and kind of catch up on the week that we missed. I'm gonna try to, you know, I'm back from being sick, so I say we are refreshed, we're glad, we are, I don't know, magnificent, something like that. I tried. Anyway, so hopefully I can kind of, you know, put a little pepper in the step and actually start whipping up something. So, yeah. Again, if you're looking for any updates, if you want to join in the polls, see any work in progresses I'm doing, like art and animation related projects, maybe even IRL. Feel free to go ahead and join in on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, a quick update because of work teams. We may be having morning streams, so because they're gonna have me overnight, I won't be able to stream night times for like 2 weeks. So if you want to join in the streams, it may be from like, let me see here, I would say probably 8ish / maybe 9ish o'clock, to like maybe 12 a.m. not 12 a.m. 12 p.m. coming into like the afternoon hour. So that's the update for that. I will update on Twitter and the YouTube community tab for when this will be, because even I don't know. They've just been talking to me about it, so work with me. Anyways, YouTube is for all VODs and miscellaneous videos. If you want to see, you know, random things that I post, any games that I have, ideas of playing, you know, or if you have recommendations for games that you want to see me play, feel free to go ahead and mention it. If you want to join in the live streams along with TikTok and Twitch at 12:30 as for now, 12:30 a.m. Central Timing, feel free to pop in, say hi. You don't have to stick around, but if you do, we appreciate you nonetheless. That being said, I am going to go ahead and clock out for now. And assumption is that I will be seeing y'all about tomorrow for some Dark Souls. We live stream practically every day. Assumption that I am not sick. So if I end up sick, you might just see me disappear into the void. If I am fine, I will be here to greet y'all. Anyways, enough of me yapping. I shall see y'all tomorrow for some Dark Souls. Again, thank you all who decided to join in. Peace, ciao, adios. I don't have nothing else for that, but yeah. Okay, bye.